So you've just exchanged contracts. Congratulations, you are technically and officially a homeowner. So these are the last 5 steps to take into consideration when you complete a purchase of a property, what to consider and what you need to do. Go and collect your keys. Make sure that you go to the estate agents and collect every single key they hold on file. Make sure that you've cross-checked that the keys that they have is every single key that they would have received from the sellers as well. At the point of exchange, the sellers will then have to provide all additional keys rather than usually the one set that the estate agent uses for viewings. So make sure you have an accurate record of what was given to them and everything that was given to you. Then bring us onto like a halfway point between 1 and 2, which is organise to change the locks as soon as you possibly can. You don't want any individuals that used to have access to the property, ex-partners, ex-neighbours, ex-tenants, having access to your place at all. So try and change the locks as soon as you possibly can, just to make sure that everything is safe and secure. Point 2, your insurances, in particular your contents insurance. When you are buying the property before exchange, especially if you're buying a house, you are required to have builder's insurance, so that will already be in place. But once you move into the property, it's unlikely that you're going to have your contents insurance already lined up. So make sure that is put in place as well. Any high value items, make sure it is listed on the policy, and make sure that those items are also insured if you leave the house, just in case. Point 3, meter readings and your council tax.
Pay the bills, keep paying the telephone bill.
Make sure the very second that you move into the property or you access the property to celebrate and do your little celebration dance, that you take a picture of all the meter readings in every possible place that you can. So this includes the gas, the electrics and the water if you have access to that. Make sure that you have a picture of all of this to provide to the utility providers, otherwise they will continue to charge you everything that the seller would have left prior to you completing. And you're only liable for the bills from the completion point onwards. Step 4, make sure everything in the property works. You want to be trying every single socket, every single plug, every single light switch, making sure every single bulb is operational. You also want to be trying all the appliances, the washing machine, the cooker. Make sure everything works and that you know exactly how it works. Most sellers are quite nice where they leave you their phone number and say that if there's anything that you're not aware of or something happens and you don't know how to use it, then you can reach out to us directly. Not every seller does that. Not every seller has to. It's not a legal obligation. But if you can, try and get the seller's number as part of the completion so that you can reach out to them just so you have an idea of how things work. Remember, they've been in the property for a lot longer than you in most cases, so passing that information to you can be really handy. Step 5 and the final step, budget for any small or potentially large issues that may occur. In most cases, they tend to happen in the first 12 months because the way that you live in the property is going to be very different to the way someone else has lived in the property. And let's face it, you're going to be a little bit skint from shelling out everything that you possibly had to get yourself on the ladder in the first place.
In terms of money, we have no money.
If you can try and budget small parts of money from your salary or your income over the course of the next couple of months, just to make sure if there's any small issues that occur with the property, you're in a position to be able to cover it without having to wait for your income to come through and then pay for it. But other than that, enjoy your place. This is the full step guide as to how everything happens. Now, of course, there are more intricate details in every single point that I've raised. This is just a snapshot to give you an idea of how to make it all work. So please make sure you speak to a regulated individual in terms of how this process works. As I've said before in previous videos, if you're speaking to a mortgage broker, make sure they are whole of market, they are FCA registered. If you're speaking to a solicitor, make sure they are SRA registered and part of the Law Society and a full conveyancing firm with the reviews checked out. If you're getting a survey done, make sure that they are registered with the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors and that they are registered and regulated as well. Aside from these individuals, if you're looking at workmen or contractors in some sort of way, try and make sure you stay with the regulated individuals there as well. The gas safe individuals are the priority. If you're looking at the electrical individuals as well, you're usually part of the body NIC-EIC. So make sure that you speak to all of these people that are regulated because they will make sure that you have the correct advice going forward, and there is always recourse there if something is to go wrong. If you speak to anyone outside of that, it quite literally can be anyone's game. You don't know if the advice is 100% correct. You don't know if the work they're doing is correct, and they could put you in danger if some of the work that has been conducted on your property hasn't been done properly. Please don't pay attention to people that qualify themselves as property gurus if they are not regulated. The only individuals that you should be paying attention to is the people that have the qualification behind giving you the advice. If there is no qualification, there cannot be any good advice.